Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Anvesha and I hope you all are doing good. I am also fine and well. So, 2 days ago I attended a workshop and it was growth school workshop. It was 2 hours long and the topic of the workshop was how we design a website and how psychology is used in design. So it was free workshop. What happened? I was just scrolling on the internet and somehow I found that they are organizing a free workshop. So I just registered for it and it was on the 12th April and today is like 14th, so I'm recording it like 2 days after. So the purpose of this video is that I'll be sharing all my learnings and give you a brief idea about what's going on outside. So yes, let's start. Our mentor was Vatsal Chowji, a top Indian UX designer and design leader, currently heading product design at Z, with over 10 years of experience at big names like Adobe, Standard Chartered, and Aditya Birla. He's also certified usability analyst and he also mentors young designers through Hex Academy. The main concept that I learned is persuasion engineering. And it's a fancy way of saying using psychology, language, and structure to change how people think. And it's specially used in communication, teaching, and marketing or like designing a website. So, firstly, we talked about what are motivators and demotivators for a website. Motivators are generally which makes the user happy. For example, if I open a website and I found a nice space for logging in and I found a nice space for searching something and I found the whole website good looking and really user interactive, then this is like a motivator for a website. On the other hand, demotivator, as the name says, is something that's gonna make user interaction less efficient or is gonna make the user aggressive. For example, if I open a website for my bank account or something like that, and suddenly I saw an ad in front of me, then I'll be definitely, angry on what is this? I have come for some another thing and you're showing me an ad. Now, this is a demotivator for our website. The next thing we talked about is persona scores. And what is this? This part of the session was mainly focused on taking the user response and calculating, like averaging the things, averaging the motivators and demotivators, and then analyzing what's happening. Now, this part is more mathematical and it cannot be explained in like words. Suppose you are a manager and you have collected some of the responses from the users. Now, you want to check what's going on. You will like segregate every motivator and demotivator for different users. Motivators can be different for different users. For example, I don't like the color. The other person might not like something else. So you have to average all of this and you have to calculate by some methods what's happening. So it's more mathematical and cannot be explained like easily. And for this, you have to jump to the field to see what's going on. During this process, we also find out what is a USP for a website. Now, what is USP? USP is unique selling proposition. This is the reason why people are using your website. For example, we have WhatsApp, and what if I remove chat feature from it? Obviously, I couldn't do it because this is not my company. But what if I remove chat feature from it? Definitely, it will be of no use and people will not use it because it's mainly for the chat feature, right? So, the USP of WhatsApp is the chat feature. The third part of the session was score for designing things. The next big thing we talked about is persuasion, emotion, and trust. How important it is to gain trust of your users. And we also talked about what are the different ways we could do it. And one way is by showing repetitive good results. Psychology is used in everything from like choosing a color, shape, context of your website to the shape of your search bar on it. And the last part was super interesting because we shared our thoughts and we did a lot of questioning with each other while we were learning. And we also talked about the dark arts, and it's the way of how people are being influenced, or it's the way of influencing people to adopt a certain thing. And let me tell you guys, this is a thing that most companies use to sell their products. Or you can say that dark arts is a way we are being influenced or we are being manipulated to do a certain task or buy a certain product. So these concepts are really deeper, and it was a very good session for me. Here I gave you a brief explanation about what all I learned, and I want to thank Growth School for this. And yes, this is not a sponsored video. I'm just sharing what I am learning, and definitely it was really good. I learned a lot of things, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, tell me in the comment section what all the things you learned and what are the things you knew before me being explaining them. And till then, this is Anvesha. See you in the next video. Bye bye.